My daughter said one sentence at dinner that made everyone stop talking. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't cry. She just looked at him and said it like she'd practiced. Why do you call me that when Mom isn't in the room? The fork paused halfway to my sister's mouth. My dad froze mid-chew. Someone laughed, then stopped when no one else did. I remember thinking I'd missed a joke. I remember smiling, because that's what you do when everyone's staring at your kid and you want to signal it's fine. It wasn't fine. He blinked once. Too slow. Then he smiled at my daughter like she'd mispronounced a word. Sweetheart, he said, soft, patient. I don't know what you mean. That should have been the end of it. A kid misunderstanding something. Adults moving on. But my daughter didn't look confused. She looked relieved. Like she'd finally said the thing she wasn't supposed to say. This is the part where I need to admit something uncomfortable. Until that moment, I trusted him more than anyone else in that room. He'd been there for us after the divorce. Helped with homework. Fixed the sink. Never raised his voice. People said I was lucky. That my daughter was lucky. And maybe that's why, when she spoke again, everyone turned to look at me instead. He says it's our secret, she said. Because I'm special. Silence doesn't always feel loud. That one did. I felt heat crawl up my neck. Not fear, shame. The kind that makes you defensive before you even know why. I laughed. I shouldn't have, but I did. Okay, I said too fast. That's enough. My daughter's face fell. Just for a second. Like a door closing quietly. That's when I became the villain. My sister shook her head. My dad cleared his throat. Someone said, kids say weird stuff. He reached for his water, hand steady. Didn't look at me. Didn't look at her. And that scared me more than anything she'd said. Later that night, I told myself I was protecting her. That I didn't want to embarrass her. That I'd talk to her privately. But when I tucked her in, she rolled toward the wall. I sat on the edge of the bed. Waited. Finally, she whispered, I wasn't supposed to tell. There it was. The rule. He'd made it sound gentle. Like a game. Like trust. He said adults wouldn't understand. That words mean different things to different people. That if she explained it wrong, she could get in trouble. Language is a lock. Confusion is protection. I told her she did the right thing. Even as my chest tightened, because I still didn't know what thing she meant. 2 days later, my sister called. She said she couldn't stop thinking about dinner. About his face. About how he never denied calling her something, just pretended not to understand. She used a word, my sister said. Did you notice? I hadn't. I'd been too busy managing the room. She didn't say nickname, my sister said. She said call. That night, after my daughter fell asleep, I checked her tablet. I told myself I was just being cautious. That good parents double check. Her messages were mostly stickers. Voice notes to friends. One folder labeled with a star emoji. Inside were recordings. Short ones. 10 seconds. 20. His voice. Gentle. Careful. Remember, he said in one, this is just between us. In another, that word means you're safe with me. I sat on the floor until morning. I wanted to burn the house down. Instead, I made breakfast. I needed more than recordings. I needed something no one could talk their way around. So I waited. At the next family gathering, I watched him. The way he positioned himself near her. How he corrected her sentences. How he laughed when she hesitated. Control doesn't always look like force. Sometimes it looks like translation. When she used the word again, quietly this time, I didn't interrupt. He did. Not here, he said quickly. Too quickly. And that was it. Screenshots. Audio files. Dates. Patterns. Undeniable. When I finally played the recordings out loud, the room didn't go silent. It fractured. He said it was misunderstood. That words are subjective. That I was projecting. My dad asked me to calm down. My sister cried. Someone said, but he's always been so good. He looked at me like I was destroying the family. And maybe I was. I took my daughter's hand. She squeezed back. Later, alone, she asked me a question I still don't know how to answer. Are you mad I told? I told her no. I told her never. But the truth is, there's another question I haven't answered yet. What do you do when the truth costs everyone their comfort? Do you forgive the person everyone trusts? Or protect the child who trusted you enough to speak? And if silence kept the peace, what does speaking destroy or save?